What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back at it with another Chris Watts video. And this person literally had me thinking all day today. Like, I saw the message this morning and I was like, I need to make this video. This is the title reads, Why So Much Attention Was Paid to the Oil Batteries Before the Confession That Chris Watts Gave. Now, for me, I was like, you know what? The police were smart enough. They're like, you know what? Check his truck. We see him loading up the truck. We see him leaving. So let's check the GPS of the truck. Okay? But then this person was like connecting the dots and was like, wait a minute. Nichol Kessinger apparently had shocking bombshell evidence that tied or that she was willing to give to the police in exchange for a jail-free card. Don't put me in jail, but I know something and I need to tell you. She knew about it. She either helped pick up, or she knew that Chris did this because Chris had called her and said, I don't know what to do. I got rid of my family. And she's like, you what? So she either helped or she knew about it because she told him about the song, or he knew about the Metallic song Battery, but she said, Google the lyrics to him in a text message. But then she also asked, I need you to send me a picture at Survey 319, which was this picture. Why would she be asking for a picture for verification at the Survey 319? Nichol Kessinger possibly knew, and when I say possibly, because I have to say that because I can't say for fact, she knew about the location of the disposal. But the bombshell evidence is she told the police Chris took his family to Survey 319. Could it be a possibility? We're going to watch this video that says, or it shows possibly the evidence here. So grab a chair and get comfortable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for that love and support that you guys continuously show on my channel. My channel is not what it is without you guys, and keep on doing what you guys are doing. I know Footsteps of Murder for a while now, so go over there to their channel, subscribe, comment, like, and share, and let's get in the video. There will be no audio from the video, so I will try to add my commentary, my descriptions, and so forth, because the audio is copyrighted music, and I can't have that or the video gets removed. So let's get into the video. Okay, so why so much attention to the batteries prior to Chris's confession? Okay, please watch the FBI drone footage from Survey 319 on the 15th of August. I will explain my thoughts afterwards. So if you think about it, 13 was the murder, or the murder day. 14th, he pretty much cleaned up, was getting ready to, or he was at the house doing his interviews with the different news broadcasters. But why didn't the police think right away, ooh, we see the truck, him backing up and then leaving for the day? Did they GPS it? Or was the bombshell evidence that Nichol Kessinger brought forward was that she knew where Chris had disposed of his family? She wanted evidence of him being there because of the leak. Why was that? She's a safety environmental specialist for safety. I could see the safety for like falling off a ladder or, I don't know, but a leak? That leak, and I tell you right now, I worked in hazmat when I was in the military, and we had to do a whole ballpark depending on certain spills and so forth. That spill was nothing of a concern. So I call, like, there's that one kid that goes, bull crap, but he says the BS word. Bull crap, bull crap. Like, I'm calling it. This person, or the footsteps of murder will come or explain their thoughts. So, prior to Chris Watts on 4:15 p.m. on August 15th, police investigators started a drone search of the oil and gas site where they believed that the bodies of Shanann, Bella, and Celeste would be located. But that's Wednesday. Nichol started talking to them on the 14th. They spotted a bedsheet matching the pattern of the several pillowcases, but how did they get out there? Why did they go out there? Is it because of the GPS of the truck? Or did somebody point in that direction and kind of be the pillowcase, a top sheet recovered from the kitchen trash can in the Watts home earlier that day. Police also spot fresh movement of dirt consistent with clandestine gravel near the oil tanks. Did they look at the tire tracks? I mean, there's probably 10, 50, maybe 100 tire tracks out there. But who knows? I just wish they would have showed it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So here's the drone footage. I'm not going to say much about this. If you guys have been on Watts Island for as long as I have, or if not, the 7 years that this has been out, I just got here like a year and a half ago. There are people that have been doing these videos for years. So looking at this, obviously we know which tank held which daughter. And then out here where you guys can see my mouse, if I can get my red circle so I can show you guys. Where is it? Right there. Okay, so stop it. Okay, so the tanks, Bella or Cece was in one, Bella was in the other, and then their mother was out here. Okay. There was a record. Where did I find that? There was one camera that was out here, but it was some time removed. I don't know. I can't remember. I gotta find that information, so I can show it to you guys. Let's bring that circle away so we can play it still. I'll keep it there just in case. So this is the drone footage. So they didn't really know where to look first. So they're probably looking through the dirt and they're looking off to the left side, the right side. They don't know exactly where they are being kept. They probably just know because of his truck GPS, but did somebody possibly point them in that direction too? Which, if that were the case, then Nichol knew. Nichol should be prosecuted. She should be looked at, and all the above. You know, when you see at the bottom where it says D, all the above, you circle that one indefinitely for this woman, because I feel that she was involved in some shape or form. So, if we look at this image, if I take my circle, this is where she was found, or she was buried. The sheet is here. That rake head is over here. But if you're telling me that they drove in here and were like, oh, we can see that right there, something is just not right here when it comes to like this footsteps of murder has stated. Why so much attention at the batteries before the confession? Either they were smart on it and picked up on it right away and were like, let's just GPS his truck, or did somebody point them in the way of this for a jail-free card so they would not be prosecuted? It's looking more and more like that each day. I still don't know why he put them in the batteries compared to being with the mother. He has stated how many times that he was upset with Shanann. He wanted the girls to be away from her. I mean, the man has literally lied so many different times. I don't even know if we can even believe a word if he says. Whoop! I took off too much. If he even said that he needed to go to the bathroom, we probably wouldn't believe him. That's how bad this man is of a liar. So it keeps going, comes down a little bit more, or it comes down even more. They probably brought the drone up to see if there was any digging holes, like the one that Shanann was at. But again, we can only suspect. We can't say for fact. Yeah. So here's the drone footage. I want to get to the part where they start talking. So I wonder if this is a specialist from Anadarko that has come out to like help them out, just because it's hazmat. You don't want to really mess with this stuff and everything, because of explosions. You have to take your precautions. And some people were asking why this mound was around this. It's so that if the oil actually does leak, it stays in this confined area rather than going everywhere else, because these tanks are pretty big. They could probably cover a good circumference area if they were actually completely full. But again, this place was getting ready to be decommissioned in September, but because of this whole case, it had to be postponed until December. And again, those hatches, we should put Chris Watts through one of those hatches. I'm trying to look to see if there's any wires like exposed that like a camera was in there. But again, I can't. So we got, looks like solar panels out here. I think this is where they said the camera was at one point. But again, we won't know unless there was actually documentation that stated otherwise. So here they come flying over. This is before Chris Watts confessed. They're bringing the drone over where they think Shanann is, which would be here. I bring my red circle back up again. This is where Shanann is right here. The monster he is. And then the rake head was like found down like here somewhere. They said the right side. Can we see it? See, there was multiple footprints also around this area. It wasn't just Chris. And then the sheet was off, I think, over here. I think they lost the sheet. Where'd it go? See, they didn't see that from the truck. They probably threw the drone up. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So he must have crumbled it up and like chucked it, thinking it was. Oh, there's a black garbage bag down there. So here's there. But did you see that though? Look, hold on. Go back. Right here. What is this down here? Is that the bags that he had over Shanann's feet and legs? That's what it kind of looks like right there. I'm just now noticing it. I thought Shanann was buried with the bags on her. So apparently I was wrong in that aspect. We'll keep the red circle just up here, just in case I needed it again to point things out for you guys. Because some people, they're like, Zwokey, what are you looking at? I'm going to point it out for you guys. So let's continue the drone footage. Okay. It's actually a pretty good drone. Okay, the footage. And look, there's other locations of oil out here. There's one over here. There's one on the opposite side of here, on the right side. Just makes you so mad that this man did this, and then he wants freedom. Okay, so watching the drone footage has led me to believe that the police already knew Shanann and the girls were at the oil site before Chris Watts confessed. The drone search was done at 4:15. Chris didn't confess until 4:50, almost, or actually more than an hour, as to where everyone was. The drone footage shows attention was made to the top of the oil tank hatches and showed police looking into those tanks through the hatches. In my opinion, they were aware that the girls had been put in those tanks, hence the attention was placed on them. So did Nichol come forward and say, this is where he put them? Not on record. Makes you think a lot, guys. I need to know your thoughts. The drone goes to the tanks, then the grave, then the sheet. No more searching is done. A quick glance at the area, and that's it. The drone goes straight to where the bodies are all located. So they didn't know exactly yet. It's like they already knew, in my opinion. Was this the bombshell information that D.A. Rourke said Nichol Kessinger gave them? Then how did Nichol know that? This might be the actual information that we've been looking for, of the bombshell evidence that we all thought. Nichol knew about this and said, I will give you something. I can tell you where his family is, but you better give me a jail-free card so that I will not be arrested. Wow. Oh, man. Looking in the tank hatch. So they were looking in there already. Looking in both tanks. And it just so happens like they're not looking out here. They're not looking out on the top here. They're not looking up there. They're not looking down here. They're not looking to see like if he dug here. Like they knew exactly where they were way before. I think Footsteps of Murder is onto something. Or the person that came to me after watching it, because the person that sent me the message sent me this video as well. Okay. So they checked the tanks. I mean, this is another one. This is a oil spillover. So this, I mean, I would have looked in there. I mean, for all we know that they're in top of these mounds. I mean, I would have been looking for everywhere, but they knew exactly where to go. Attention paid to the tanks. Let's go back here. It just looks too perfect. It looks too clean. It feels like it's, I don't know. But if you remember, Chris said we had shovels. He had 2 shovels in his truck. They could have used the rake to make it look even. I mean, we can sit here and say all the what ifs that we want all day long. Well, that was the rake right there. Somebody actually told me, they're like, Zwokey, there was no rake. What are you talking about? There's a rake head there. I'm not making this up. I'm just watching what I see that's public. And then you see the black bin up there and the sheet. Let's keep going. And then when they dig it up, or no, this is not, okay, look. No trampled vegetation. I mean, I see what they're saying, but right here, this is like really peculiar. these two like areas. It's like he either took the shovel and like dragged it across to get the dirt in, but there's multiple ones. Let's see what else she says, or they say. Police recover Shanann. Now look how messy the area is. How come no mess like this when the hole was dug and recovered? Maybe it's because there's quite a few of the police officers and they just walked through the grass. They didn't really care as long as they got to Shanann. But look at the dirt. That's a lot of dirt. So that's the interesting part, you know, how she says that maybe the brush wasn't messed with because of the dirt being on top of it. I mean, that's a lot of dirt. And when he says shallow, that's pretty deep. That's got to be at least a 2-foot hole. And there it is again, where they pushed all the dirt around. Where, look at all the trampling, but I wonder if they would have backed up. They did this at night too, by the way. But maybe there was a lot of people in here and they were trying to like sift through the dirt while they were looking, because I've seen that as well, is when they uncover deceased people that have been buried, they'll sift through the dirt or the gravel that the person was around to see if there was anything left behind. But yeah, with that hole being that deep, this could probably take me, I'd say, an hour. If I really push my limit to it, or if I really push hard getting it done, I could probably do it in 45. But there is 38 uninterrupted minutes. Do you think Chris was able to dig this hole by himself, or after he even said we had shovels? Nichol Kessinger turned out to have information that I can best describe as being a bombshell information. This could be that bombshell that we wanted to know. Weld County District Attorney Michael Rourke said in an interview that aired on the investigation Discovery on Sunday night. So what he probably thought is, ooh, she's got bombshell evidence. I can use this for my advantage. I can get him to confess and close this case so fast that it looks good for my election, because he was being elected again for being the DA. Faster cases get done, makes the DA look good. I'm just saying. And then Nichol gets to walk free because she did a jail-free card. So, I wonder if we talk. Listen here, or if this is just a picture. Yep, it's just a picture. So multiple pictures.
Hanging out pretty frequently.
Let me bring it back a little bit right about here. Let's listen.
Watts continues. The intense media coverage leads to an unexpected tip.
Law enforcement got a phone call from a woman named Nichol Kessinger. She said that she had information and was offering to be interviewed as part of this investigation to offer up to investigators what she knew.
I met Chris at work, and we kind of talked in passing and then started to get to know each other, and we started hanging out pretty frequently around, I want to say like the last week of June, somewhere around there. He informed me that he did have 2 kids, and he also told me that he was currently in the process of a separation from his wife. As far as I knew, that was becoming pretty finalized.
And separation and divorce are 2 different things, okay? You can't change my mind. Separation, you can have separation for a couple months and then still be married. But separation doesn't always lead to divorce. It may be separated for a while and then do your, therapy together, and then come back and try again. But separation doesn't always mean divorce.
Nichol Kessinger turned out to have information that I can best describe as being a bombshell.
What is your thoughts? Please put them down below. It definitely makes me very eyebrow raised Just I couldn't find the words to figure out how to describe that. But if it was bombshell, why won't you tell us what it is? Describe it. Tell us. Why keep it so quiet? Why keep it so dark? This could be the bombshell. I'm almost thinking like 98% this bombshell evidence or info was Nichol knew where the family was. Leave your thoughts down below, please. Don't forget to subscribe on both channels. I don't know if this is going to go huge or if it's going to flop, but I definitely want to see what your thoughts are. Yeah, I could keep talking about this over and over, but we're going to leave it right there. Again, thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.